IFSS show. It's the IFS infamous PodChater show with DJ Airwax and Meek Poitier. Check it out.
Always makes me laugh, does that? Well, welcome to another IFSS PodChater Hangout show with Meek Poitier in London. And we have DJ
Airwax
over in Alberta, Canada. And I've got here, written down here, it's home of snow and the moose for some reason. I don't know if that's true.
We got mountains and stuff.
Yeah. No,
might be some buffaloes and stuff. So, what else we got? Deer, reindeer.
Yeah, bears.
Andes over here.
Yeah, well, we've got bears over here in the UK, in London, but they're not the kind of bears that you have over there.
As long as I've been in Canada, I have never went down one of those hills. I'm sorry.
Ah, right. Okay. Now we have to change that. All right. So a quick outline that we've got here. We've got quite a packed show today, although it's going to be quite brief because we've got a few new sections that are coming in that we need your participation in to make it work out. But basically, we have no guests today as it's the first show that we're back on. So next week we shall have a new guest for you that'll be answering some questions and things. And most importantly, we're going to put them on the spot. We're going to have a new section called 3 Questions of Death. Which
Questions of Death.
Questions of Death. Hey, in fact, let's play the cue.
It's time for
So yeah, it's time for 3 questions of death. Basically, yeah, we you, the audience, and us, we get a chance to ask our guest 3 questions of death, which basically means that we can ask, or you can ask, anything you like whatsoever that's on your mind. It can be anything as personal, can be family related, can be anything to do with the techniques that the guest will use. And what the guest has to do is he or she has to answer them as truthfully as possible, and there's no wiggle room out of that. So the idea is that we make them squirm as much as possible. Later on, if you're going to submit questions, which we want you to do, submit them by Twitter and use the hashtag 3QOD and hashtag IFSS. So 3QODs for 3 Questions of Death and IFSS for Infamous Foreign Sound Society. And then we'll be able to pick those up. And if you tweet it to us at Infamous FSS.
We should put that in the description too.
Absolutely. That'll be a good idea. But that's that. So moving on, later in the show, we've got Crack or Whack, a new section where the guest and you, the viewers, will vote on tunes that have been submitted by the viewers, whether something is crack or whack. And we'll play those live on air. So it'll be like anything between sort of 30 seconds to a minute of an excerpt from an original tune that's submitted by the audience. And then our guest here will say if it's crack or whack, and you, the audience, can vote if it's crack or whack. So it can be any genre, any style, anything you wish. And how we do that is we go through the SoundCloud group that we have over on the IFS page called Info. What's the name of the group? Do you remember?
It is called. One second here.
I can't remember because we only set this up the other day.
Infamous Crack or Whack.
That's the one. Infamous Crack or Whack. So whenever you share your tunes with a group, first of all, you have to belong to the group. So go over to the Infamous Foreign Sound Society page. You'll see the group there, or just search for Infamous Crack or Whack group. Join the group, and whenever you submit or share your tunes that have to be original, okay, no covers, nothing like that. So all original stuff. When you share it with us, just make sure that you have the hashtag Crack or Whack and hashtag IFSS. And then when it comes around to it, we'll just go through all the tunes that are submitted randomly and just pick one out and play that. And we'll probably play 2 or 3 or something like that. I've no idea how many we're going to get through. Depends how many submissions there are. and depends how much into it you guys get into it.
Again, we'll put some info in the description for that.
Absolutely. So that's Crack or Whack later on. And basically, I think now is coming up is the news.
Welcome to Infamous News.
Over to you, DJ Wax. What news do you have for us today?
Well, for all the Slate Digital customers who have the Everything bundle, we have some new tutorial videos, 2 of them, for the Relabs LX480 and S-Gear. That's the guitar ampage stuff. So we get 2 new tutorial segments from Slate Digital.
Wow. Yeah.
That's going to be exciting.
That looks awesome. We'll have to check it out. Me, obviously, being predominantly a guitar player, I'll have to check that out.
I haven't used any of Slate's Digital, like any of their ampage stuff for guitars yet, because I don't really play guitars, but I do have the ability to check it out. You know, I'm just waiting for that right guitar.
Absolutely. I haven't recorded guitars for quite a while. And normally I've got my own outboard effects anyway, and I very rarely use anything within the DAW for that. Normally I just go in and just probably use an EQ or something because I've got my sound set specifically, so I know exactly what I get. If I'm recording anyone else, there's various things you can use and stuff.
The Relab plugin, I have had a chance to check that out, and
what do you think?
For reverb, oh my gosh, that thing is very exciting. Like there's so many options with reverb with that plugin.
Yeah.
Like I maybe used it a couple of times, but I'm gonna look forward to trying it more and getting real good with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's important.
You do get a real killer sound out of it.
Yeah. We can never have enough reverbs. Never ever have enough reverbs.
Yeah.
Sort of rule of thumb in the studio, just have plenty of reverbs because you soon use them up. You know, you can't just use one reverb for every single thing.
And a lot of reverbs out there are very cheesy. I ain't gonna name no names, but I've had some very cheesy reverbs with like a few buttons that just piss you off. You know?
Absolutely.
Like not satisfying at all. But when I open up the Relabs, I was like, ho, hang on now.
That sounds good. I'm gonna have to check it out as well.
Yeah.
Any more news from your side?
We also have from Amplitude. They're giving away a free deluxe Amplitude 4 Deluxe free with any IRIG interface that you buy for your iPad.
That's a good deal.
That is a deal. Like Amplitude, I haven't really tried it, but it seems like a pretty good program.
No, it's excellent. I remember once cutting a demo, and we used quite extensively Amplitude within that, and it was amazing for guitars and bass and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can see, you know, for any aspiring guitarists out there that are actually studying seriously, that is, you know, fantastic bit of gear. You know, just get an iRig thing that plugs into your phone or your iPad, and then you've got yourself a whole set of pedals and stuff. You know, it's absolutely amazing, especially if you're studying it and you're having to try to get into the vibe to be able to play tunes live or something like that. I think it's fantastic. Get it
nice.
for free, guys.
Both of those.
Absolutely.
Both of those plugins are available until the end of July, so you got a couple of weeks left, maybe a couple of weeks, about a week and a half.
That's good. All right. Well, over on my end, you don't have a couple of weeks on this one. You have probably another 12 hours or so, but Waves are doing another mad promotion that they normally do. This time it's for the VEQ4, which is based on the so they say on the legendary 1081 EQ sound, and normally that's $149, but you can get it today if you go over to Waves for $29. So if you're after some,
that's a steal of a deal.
Absolutely. If you're trying to get some old vintage EQs and stuff, well, you know, here's your chance. $29.
Basically, they're giving you $100.
Absolutely, yeah. $120 they're giving you. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're giving you.
That's when I like to buy stuff.
Well, I missed one the other day. I left it too late. The API was going for $29 as well, and it was reduced from $249.
Oh no,
just missed the
that's
boat.
some crazy stuff. That API stuff is very
Yeah.
technical and touchy.
Yeah, it's brilliant for guitars. Very, very good, because all the frequencies are roughly based on guitars, and so since we've been talking about guitars today with amplitude and stuff, it's quite relevant.
Sweet.
But yeah, no, it's great. But this VEQ4, fantastic deal, $29. Get over to Waves, get signed up if you're not signed up, and download it. But yeah, Waves, fantastic plugins. And again, on the Waves front, Michael Sheps has brought out a new plugin called Parallel Particles, and that's on introductory offer today at $59 rather opposed to $129. So if you've got a little bit of cash to spend and you don't know what plugin to get, go check out Waves, check out the deals and the promos that they're doing. They're always running promos, they're always running deals, so it's worthwhile to check them out. Basically, that's the news for now. So you heard it right here on IFSS PodChater.
Sweet.
So, that's the one. And fade
Welcome
out.
to Infamous New.
And we cheesy fade out. All right. Okay. So that's the news. So yeah. So what's been happening over there in Canada? I mean, I've seen stuff in the States is going mad. People are getting shot. Stuff like that. I mean, what's going on? Stuff's happening in Turkey, over here in Europe. Everything's going wrong.
I think the world needs to pray.
I think people just need to chill. Absolutely agree with you on that.
They need to pray and give it to God and just put down your guns and start hugging each other.
Yeah, I've never understood this gun thing.
Thank God it's peaceful over here in Canada, because oh gosh, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just go dig a hole and just keep digging down. Hide from everybody.
Go hide in the log cabin.
Taking my studio with me.
Yeah, well, you could just take your phone probably these days. Your studio fits in your phone now. The only problem is you've got no network, so you've got to make sure that you've got playable.
I'm pretty sure they got some kind of means to get a Wi-Fi signal down to the ground.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah,
connect poles on poles.
That's it. All right.
No, but we got all kinds of events coming up.
Good stuff. Go ahead.
Park events, Care West and stuff like that. We got K-Days about to kick off right away.
Yeah, well, it is festival season now as well.
Yeah.
So there's that. Well, I don't know what it's like over there in Canada, but here in Europe, in the past 4 or 5 years, festivals have gone from just being the big ones like Glastonbury and things like that now to having almost a festival every week, but with big names on the roster for those, from all, covering all sorts of genres and things. But every weekend there is some big festival somewhere in the UK or somewhere in Europe. It's gone absolutely nuts, and it seems to be where the majority of artists now are making, or small-time artists up and coming, are making the majority of their cash is playing festivals and playing live rather than CD sales and things like that. So yeah, the weather's turned here in the UK. So yeah,
that's nice. We got all kinds of like festivals, music festivals too, and little smaller towns and raves like that. But I've never really attended anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of party with 1,000 or 2,000 people and do it for 3 days. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, several thousands, 10, 15,000, something like that. Glastonbury's ridiculous amount of people, and it's very. It's gotten to the point where it's become mainstream now. It's not. I suppose everybody remembers Woodstock and things like that. It's not quite like that anymore. Now you've got posh tents, and it's almost people just throw thousands of dollars at it. We'll pay hundreds of dollars for a ticket to go for 3 days, and then have, don't want to camp in a proper tent, but we'll pay for somewhere that's all done luxurious and things just for the fact of actually going to these festivals. So that sort of seems to be the commercialization now of the festivals that have gone that way. So it's no longer just a small town thing. It's everything is like for loads of money, and they're making big stuff about it. All right, well, normally we would fit a guest in here, but we've got no guest this week. So I think we're working on a few guests for next week. I have no idea if we've got anything lined up for next week at the moment, or if it's still in the pipeline. DJ Wax.
Yeah, it's still in the pipeline right now, but it's looking good.
That's good. That's good. I know who it could be, so I'm quite excited about that. So let's hope that comes through.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of it is just finding people that have the time to fit in where we need
right.
them to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But once we got a list, we'll be great.
Yeah, well, I'm looking very much forward to that, especially the 3 questions of death. You know, that is just like, I'm so looking forward to that. I think we're going to have a load of fun with that. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
fun. All right, moving on. It's time for Crack or Whack. So, do we have any tunes to play for Crack or Whack?
Well, I guess we should start it off with telling our audience that they should submit some, or did we already tell them how to submit?
We did tell them, but I suppose we can tell them again. It won't do any harm.
Sure.
You want to do that?
You can submit your Crack and Whack to our IFS group through SoundCloud. And I think you have to be a member yourself at SoundCloud.
That's right, yeah.
And you can just join our group. And it's the infamous Crack or Whack.
That's the one.
And we'll kick it off with a little demonstration of what we mean Crack or Whack.
Okay.
And we'll play. You guys can all comment, and you can upload your file, and we'll take it on from there.
All right. I've got to find out where these sounds are now. Go ahead. Go play the sound.
That's all I'm blowing my speakers.
Sounds kind of familiar. Whoa.
So yeah, that's what we'll use to kick it off. And
all right,
you guys comment, let us know what you think. Crack or Whack?
What do you guys think? I'm not sure. I think it could be one of these. I think it could be Whack. I don't know. What do you think? Play it again. Play it again. Let's see. Let's see.
He said play it again.
What do you guys think? No, I'm definitely getting this over here online. A lot of people don't like that. One or two think it's okay, but nothing major. I think that one's definitely a Whack one now. I think the majority of people are definitely voting for it as a Whack.
Let's win.
Yeah,
it sounds funny. It sounds like it could use a lot of work, a little more attention. You're slipping, being lazy on it.
Yeah, well, it's all good fun. It's the way people get exposure, and you know.
When I was in school, a teacher told me, if you're not going to put 150 into something, why even put it out? Because it's just embarrassing yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just as long as it's the best that you can do, and you acknowledge that it's the best that you can do, then it doesn't have to be, you know, Kanye West production or Neptune production or something like that. As long as your heart's in it, people will hear if it's good, if it's crack. And if it sounds whack and you've spent a long time on it and it's just your heart's really not in it, then people will know it's whack and they will hear it and, you know, you'll get the sound. You know, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a great production.
You'll get the sound.
Just get your tunes out. That's all I say. That's it. Get your tunes out and let the audience be your judges. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones going to be buying your tracks. Or the artists are going to be recording on it, or you're going to give it to somebody or you're going to play it live. So you might as well get a taster of, how people are going to receive it. But okay, so that's for next week, guys. So start submitting your tunes, and then we can do it on a more serious kind of way. We can have a bit of banter. But as Jay Filt says over at We Do Beats, it's, what's he say? All positive energy. That's what he says. All positive energy. And that's what we do here as well. We just give you a helping hand with it. And it's a bit of fun, really. So, let's have some fun and enjoy ourselves with it. But
yes.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, thanks for supporting our show. Thanks
Absolutely.
for watching us, subscribing, following us on our social medias. Shout outs to my close followers that always retweet.
Absolutely. Francine. Is that the Francine always tweets stuff that IFSS puts out?
She's like my tweet bot.
That's nice. She could be your stalker. I'm sure she's lovely. I'm sure she's great. Well, no, but seriously, on a serious note, we really appreciate all those retweets and things because it's helping us, grow and
exactly
put shows like this, and it makes it good fun.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So next week, we should have a guest. So we'll be able to have the 3 questions of death, and we'll then, be able to have somebody in the studio actually critique the crack or whack. And that's basically that. That's it for today. Oh, one last thing before we go. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Infamous Foreign Sound Society. So if you go to YouTube and just Infamous Foreign Sound Society, we should pop up there. My face is probably all over there. Certainly the logo is. Wax's face is all over there. So
sure are.
Just subscribe to us. Same thing on Twitter, Infamous FSS. So at Infamous FSS, you'll find us there, and you'll find us on the same handle on Instagram as well. And Facebook page, just follow us at Infamous Foreign Sound Society. It'll be nice.
For my producers, we have a sound kit for you to mess with.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Give them some details.
Go to our website, iForeign Sounds, and go through the subscription process, and you'll receive your free kit.
Absolutely. It's a great kit.
Even if you don't like the kit, you can leave us some feedback so we know where we got to improve on our kits.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you think.
Yeah, it's all good love. Yeah, it's important that we know what you guys want. If you're digging it, if you're not digging it, if it's crack or whack, let us know. We're grateful to that. We enjoy putting stuff out for you guys, but it's got to be usable stuff. There's no point in just putting out a million 808 kicks or million snares and stuff. There's millions of that stuff out there. I mean, I'm sure you guys have got hard drives full of that stuff. You don't want that. You want something foreign, something different. That's what we're here for. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. So finally today, guys, that's us. That's Meek out over here in the UK.
All right, Mick, we'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon. And DJ Wax over in Canada. So
it's the PodChater show. It's the IFSS show. It's the IFS Infamous PodChater show with DJ Airwax and Meek Poitier. Check it out.
Okay, guys. Laters.